Hi, everybody. Welcome back to VCTV, the Venture Capital TV from La Token, on another episode of NFT Investments and Insights. So, like any Thursday, we bring you the highlights of this new trend that is making millions of dollars in auctions around the globe. Whether some may see NFTs as a bubble or consider them a new type of profitable investments, NFTs are here to stay. So my name is Sunny Mohanty. I'm the host and moderator of the show. So today we have a special episode where I'll be moderating and chatting with a special guest from Bollywood. So talking about NFTs, today we will talk a bit about NFTs in China, USA, and India. Before we deep dive into the topic, I would like to obviously introduce myself, which I've done already. So what I do, I host NFT Investments and Insights every Thursday at 10:30 a.m. London time. And also invite great leaders and influencers to speak about their journey in crypto and NFTs. So, okay, I think he's here. Okay, so I would request viewers to stick around because shortly you will be able to meet the first Indian Bollywood actor to launch his NFT, which is the non-fungible token. So, talking about celebrities, artists in the USA, celebrities like Lindsay Lohan, multimillionaire Paris Hilton, and singer The Weeknd have launched their NFTs and make a fortune. Even Elon Musk in March this year published an NFT for sale on his Twitter official account. That later didn't go through. China's hardline stance on cryptocurrency might have hampered early adoption of blockchain, a decentralized digital ledger that publicly tracks cryptocurrency sales over the past few years. But the government's recent embrace of blockchain and cryptocurrency, China recently became the largest nation to mint an official digital currency. The digital yuan and the Asian collectors' interest in NFTs are putting the country on track to become a world leader in NFT art. India, just a couple of weeks ago, first launching an NFT has made history locally and internationally. The NFT got sold for 2.5 ETH, or around US dollars 4,680. So the popular host, television and film actor Vishal Malhotra, in collaboration with renowned artist Ishita Banerjee, launched a depiction of Vishal's 25 years in Hindi entertainment industry. Today we have the honor to host Vishal Malhotra. So a bit about Vishal. Vishal is an Indian film and actor and a show host. So Vishal Malhotra was first seen hosting Disney Hour on VCTV in 1995 and as a teenager in Hip Hip Hooray in 1998. He has hosted Disney Time on Sony Entertainment Television in 2004. He is also the part of Disney Channel's serial named Vicky and Vital. So let's just welcome Vishal Malhotra to our show.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, very good, Vishal. Thank you for joining. I'm very good. How are
Thank
you?
you. I am very well. Thank you very much. Sorry it took me a little while to get in. Just been extremely hectic. The pandemic has kind of eased out, so we're back on studio and we're shooting. That creates a
Okay.
little bit of a time confusion. So please excuse me for that, and thank you for having me. Really a pleasure.
No, no issues, and welcome to VCTV. So
Thank
this
you.
is obviously a virtual platform where we
Would you
connect.
prefer it on a horizontal rather than a vertical? Would you rather that?
This is set. This is like designed like this. I really
You're
don't know how
fine?
to change.
No, would you like
Y-
me to change it? Are you okay with this, or
Yeah,
would you
yeah,
like
yeah.
me to turn? Okay,
Yes,
great. Great.
you're fine. So what movie are you shooting for, or what are you shooting for right now?
I'm actually shooting for a show for Disney. So we've just been busy with that.
Oh, whereabout is the shooting?
It's in a studio which is based out of Andheri, which is a suburb in Bombay.
Ah, okay. So things are
Yeah.
back to normal, like no COVID anymore?
Oh, no, no, that's not true. It's far from true. It's eased out a lot. The cases have reduced, and because of that, we're shooting in a micro bubble. So we got to keep testing every 5 days, and so does the rest of the crew. And it's a very uh, limited crew that we work with. So we're just trying our best, taking all precautions, and hoping for the best.
Wow. All
The
right,
show must
sure.
go on.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just understand a bit about you, because NFT space, being an Indian actor, is something very interesting to understand. So let's just start with your
Yeah.
with your film career. Like, for the international audience, intrigued to know more about you, could you summarize in a short acting career from beginning till now, your acting career?
Absolutely. I'll try my best to make this short, though it's been gratefully and very honored by the fact that it's been 25 years already. I started working at a very early age with the Walt Disney Channel. I was a face for the Walt Disney Channel in India. And that led me, and that resonated in a very, very big way with the audience at that time. Um, and the audience pretty much grew up with me in my career. My next show was a show called Hip Hip Hooray, which is based on the life of a few school kids. Uh, and then I did a film, which was my first film. It was called Ishq Vishk, in which I won several awards for my debut in feature films, and that also resonated in a big way. So my audience, pretty much grew up with me while I was growing up on TV. They were growing up in the real world, and that creates a lot of special memories for a lot of people. I've been involved with more than 2 dozen films, and with the grace of God, all of them have gone out to become blockbusters. Um, I worked on more than 15 to 20 television shows and reality shows and live sporting events like the IPL, etc. And they've all found their little space in history. So I feel extremely honored and nothing but huge gratitude. And after 25 years in this world of TikTok and Instagram
Yeah.
Reels, which is a medium which kind of keeps your mind busy for about 4 to 5 seconds, and that's where the retainership is reduced down to. I've managed to kind of stay decently relevant for 25 years and continue to work. So I feel extremely grateful. That's in short,
Wow.
that's where I am today.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. Really making it really short for the audience. I know you're busy and you're obviously going to go back to your shoot, and obviously you're busy for rest of the week. I won't be taking much of your time, but I just want to know, NFT. I mean, I understand because I work in crypto space. I've been in crypto since 2016 and 17, but
Yeah.
in terms of crypto adoption in India, it's very it's very tricky, right? Because the Indian government sort of banned it. Then people have issues with transacting the bank accounts got frozen a couple of, I think, years back. When I was there in India, I was speaking at a conference. But so with this NFT, what struck you? Like, why did you think that you should be actually exploring this NFT, and what was the motivation behind launching your own NFT?
Right, that's a great question. Thank you for asking me that. For me, it's more of a creative space rather than the commerce and the economics of it. So honestly, I didn't think of the economics. I am an artist. I'm an actor. I think and I resonate with everything that is art. Um, However, from a commerce point of view, and this would resonate with your audience, I feel, not to be presumptuous, but about a month and a half ago, the intention was to diversify my equity portfolio and my investment portfolio. Just being invested for years in equity, commodities, real estate, things like that. I wanted to explore another medium of investment, and
Right.
cryptocurrency came to my mind, and I knew nothing about it. So the obvious step would be to invest in cryptocurrency, but I was very clear that since I don't know about it at all, it would be with the objective of actually putting in that little extra luxury playing money, which one wouldn't mind losing a part of. I hope I
Okay.
wouldn't lose it, but it would be one of those. But I said, hey, listen, before doing that, why don't I indulge in a little bit of research, speak to a few friends, etc., etc. Um, I chanced upon this application called Clubhouse, for which I had an outstanding invite for a couple of weeks, and I said, let's try this. And I made a room, and the room was let's talk cryptocurrency, right? And
Wow.
it was amazing that I think that day on my first room, there were about 2,000 people from all over the world who
Wow.
decided, yeah, who joined in from, and immensely popular names like, people who run Best Buy, people who are associated with Amazon, huge names got involved in that and really took me under their wing and said, you don't know the sea of cryptocurrency, you don't know what you're talking about. Because honestly, to sound extremely and bare my soul in front of you, um, I was in the sense, hey, let me go and buy a couple of Bitcoins. Now, when you're living in India, one Bitcoin is, I think, around 26 lakh rupees. That's 2.6 million rupees, if I understand that correctly, right?
Bitcoin is, yeah, it was 60,000 US dollars, but now it's gone down to 30,000 US dollars, I guess.
That's around 27 lakh rupees, which is 2.6 million rupees when you think about it. If I'm doing
Millions.
the
Okay.
math, yeah, yeah. So I was like, yeah, let's go buy a few of that. But little did I know that that was the value. That's how, what I'm trying to show is that that's how naive I was about the space. So
Okay.
you can understand. I'm trying to kind of give a perspective of how
Yeah.
much of the space I didn't know about.
Right.
And then I started, it really enamored me, the space. And I started researching about it a little more. And then I chanced upon NFTs. And this was as recent as, I would say, around 2.5, 3 weeks ago. And that resonated and spoke to me in a very big way because it had the art aspect to it. And that gave me a
Yeah.
brilliant idea saying, hey, I'm an artist. I'd love to do something like that and put it out there and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And the process began. And the moment this beautiful community came to know that I was looking out for an artist, I was so overwhelmed because so many of these amazing artists reached out to me. Now, I just want to make something very clear that I had no idea about the relevance of those artists. I didn't
Okay.
know how well commercially they were accepted or anything like that. I just went with my instinct about how much their art appeals to me. And I just wanted to make sure that all the artists, I wanted to get 4 artists on board, and all the 4 artists should be very distinctively different from each other, their styles.
Mhm.
And that's how it happened. And I tied up with Ishita Banerjee, the first artist I tied up with, and we made something. And all of these artists came up with an idea that, and they were all Indians, and they all came up with the idea that they all resonated with characters that I had played during my career. And they wanted
Oh,
to depict that through their art. And I said, hey, that's sounds very megalomaniacal of me. I'm not that way. I want it to be. She said, no, it's beautiful. It's fun. And the characters that you've played inspires the art. So it blends beautifully. So if you've seen my first NFT or my second NFT, it has me in it. It has a lot of
yeah.
me in it. I've sang in it. I've chanted in it. I've kind of added to it. And that's how my journey with NFTs began. And we went with it. And on the eve of it coming out, I was told by my PR company that we did a little research and we came up with a little bit of a fact which might interest you. I said, what is that? I said, you're about to make history. I said, what? What? How? When? What did I do? I said, you're going to be, if you release this within the next few hours, you are going to be the first Indian actor to have ever released an NFT in collaboration with an artist. And at that point, I was like, oh, what, I'm so glad you didn't tell me that earlier. It's a big responsibility, right? You're representing
Yeah.
1.5 billion people all of a sudden. But I was confident about what we had, and we went with the whole flow. And when it sold at 5x, it was auctioned out. And here I am, already have sold 80% of my next NFT. So that's the journey, as shortly as I
Wow.
could make it.
Wow, wow, great journey, and congratulations for being the first actor in sort of Hindi movies world
No,
to have.
not only Hindi movies, but India, because
Yeah,
for your audience, India has various languages and various. There's a Punjabi industry, there's a Tamil industry, there's a
yeah.
Malayalam, there's a Hindi industry, the Marathi
Okay,
industry. So all over, I'm the
you are
first
the first one. You are the first one and the only one, correct?
so far. Yes.
Oh, wow, that's an incredible thing. I think you are going to be setting some examples for others to follow you, right? Soon.
That's not the intent. The intent is very pure. The intent is pure. I'm coming out with my next NFT within the next 10 days. And that's with another art, with a brand new artist. I'm so excited because it's a different form of art. It's a different NFT. It's a different style.
Yeah,
And and I love giving deliverables with my NFT. It's for my fans, it's for the world. I
yeah,
want to make sure that the NFT is not confined to only people who know me and who've seen my work. The NFT is a piece of art that I make sure I make, which resonates with the world in general, because we're
yeah.
such a global society. So there are
Absolutely.
deliverables in the sense of the person who collects my NFT. Some of them get an opportunity to have dinner with me, or come and visit me on set of my film, or watch the premiere of my film with me. And I've also put a little watermark in my NFT, very small, so people can actually zoom in and find it, and whoever find it get merchandise or get a call with me. So there are deliverables along with this NFT. It's not just a piece of art, right? It's more than that.
Piece of art, but you're also empowering other artists, right? This way. Uh,
Yeah, they're the heroes. They're the
yeah,
absolute heroes. The artists are the heroes. There's no doubt about it. Ishita Banerjee was the hero of my first piece of NFT. My next piece of, I wish I could say his name right now. I want to shout it out. I love him. He's the hero for my next one. And then following through. I feel I'm just a vehicle which kind of is going along with them.
absolutely. Okay, thank you so much, Vishal. So some think that it's a bubble, and some
Yeah.
others are just making millions of dollars out of releasing NFTs. So, what's your take on the future of NFTs?
Honestly, I'm not educated enough in this field to understand and predict about the future. Uh, for me, I'm an artist, and whenever I get a platform, I like to utilize that platform to reach out to as many people in the purest form from my soul. This is the platform available to me right now, and I intend to utilize it in the absolute legal, ethical, earnest manner that I can, in which I hope everybody benefits. So whether it's a bubble or whether it's the future, I apologize. I'm not educated enough to know that. But as I said, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful platform, which is a fair platform for artists specifically. And I hope it's not a bubble, and I hope it resonates in a very big way.
Yeah, we hope so as well. So coming over to NFTs, we cannot, separate crypto from NFTs. Like NFTs are
Yeah.
non-fungible tokens, and cryptos like Bitcoins and other tokens. So if you have, because you also understand, you bought Bitcoins. I mean, for just to understand crypto and NFTs, you bought
I
Bitcoin, and
didn't. I didn't.
you
Let
did,
me
you
tell you, I
did.
didn't.
Okay.
I thought I'm going to buy Bitcoins, but I
Yeah.
didn't. I landed up not becoming an investor. I landed up becoming an artist, and I got
Oh,
paid for it. So I actually got my currency free, honestly. And
all
of
right,
course,
all
it
right.
was it was shared. It was shared equally with the artist. But of course, that's a different. So I never actually invested in it. I didn't.
Okay, cool. Good to know that. So, what do you think about? So, you understand the value of this platform, right? From a commercial perspective, like you understand the value it gives to the artist and person like you. You're a vehicle, driving the artist forward. So, what do you think about other people from your industry? Do they also see it as a medium to take the artist forward? Like because of the pandemic and the lockdown, many people became jobless everywhere globally, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So,
Well, I can't speak for them definitely, but what I can say is that it definitely has created huge curiosity. The media in India and lots of various parts of the world, like you very kindly, have taken interest and taken heed of the story. The story has caught the attention. And It's a Genesis piece which is sold and history has been made in a proper manner. So of course, a lot of my colleagues have reached out to me saying the fundamental question that congratulations, you've created history, but what is an NFT? So the conversation has begun. What is an NFT? And it's been about 2 weeks since I've been answering these questions, and I'm on the phone all the time trying to help and consult as many people as possible. Uh, so the conversation has begun. That's what I'm trying to say. It has.
That's good. So, what advice do you have for people who are going to be the collectors of NFT? Any particular? Do you think it's a good investment? But just personally, you think it's a good investment?
From a person who creates the NFTs point of view, I make sure that I add value for the secondary market. I feel that's where the real value of an NFT, personally, I feel that's where it stands because one can collect it as a collection and one can always collect it as an investment, right? These are the two options with any form of art. Um, Even one who's collecting it from a collector's point of view, whether he or she is going to be selling it in the future, always gets the kick out of the fact that, oh my God, it's appreciated so much, right? So I make sure that I add value to that. And that's why I don't, my reserve bid for every NFT that I create is very low because I want that to kind of be able to be reached out to all my fans and everybody out there, not necessarily only the deep pocketed. Because if they buy it for like a point 0.2 Ethereum or a point 0.3 Ethereum, and then they sell it for like a 4 Ethereum or 5 Ethereum, it's awesome because I want the second market. I'm concentrating on that. And that is why the deliverables are there.
Right.
So I always look at it from a seller's point of view as of now. As a collector's point of view, I have invested in a couple of NFTs. And as of now, I'm more of a collector.
Collector.
I
Right.
yeah, and I also look at NFTs as a huge hedge against the volatility of the cryptocurrency. Honestly,
Right.
right? The valuation of that NFT, I feel, if it's a good piece of art, like for example, this is a Genesis piece, right? It's the first Indian actor. Tomorrow, when you have the greats, I'm not saying that they will. I have no information. I don't speak for them. But tomorrow, if you have a Shah Rukh Khan or a Rajnikant sir or a Amitabh Bachchan sir coming up from India, who are, by the way, huge stars in India, coming up and putting in their NFTs, the valuation for the first actor's NFT is going to go through the roof. It's a Genesis piece. So that's the value that I try to put onto the secondary market, right? And that's where I
Absolutely.
am right now. That's where I am.
Very good. Wow, you just you just given a good business idea to other actors in Bollywood. If they see it,
Yeah. And
they
that's my intention. That's my intention. Look, it's not selfish. The more they grow, the more we all will grow. We need to, I mean, please correct me. In fact, I'd like to cross-check this fact with you. I think you
yeah,
know this. The the amounts of money invested in the totality of the crypto world, the blockchain world through India, I
yeah.
feel somewhere stands in the 40 billion US dollar range. Am I right about that?
Including the trading. Yes,
Right. Which is more than UK, which is about a 10-20% less than the United States. Am I right in saying that too?
it picked up in 2020. Yes, you're right.
And that resonates with and that encompasses about 3 to 4% of our population. Am I also right about that?
Yeah,
There
of
you
course
go.
you are.
So I do not know what the government is going to do. As of now, it's treated as an income which you have to pay tax on. And that's what I do. Tomorrow, whether it will be defined in a different manner, I do not know. That is the job of the lawmakers. And I
Yeah.
intend to follow that. But I feel that these numbers will be a huge decision making aspect for the lawmakers.
Absolutely. So when there is money involved, because NFTs are a form of digital art, but Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are a medium of payment as well. So because of the lockdown and businesses shut down, people were only able to move goods and services cross border using cryptocurrencies. So that's why
Oh,
their
I didn't know
adoption
that.
grew. Yes, their adoption grew. The trading industry grew because first is primary markets, and then comes secondary market, which is the trading. So that's why it triggered so much of volumes in 2020 and now in 2021.
Wow.
So yeah. So that's a good news. I think the lawmakers, the policymakers are working towards regulating it. I think it's already a legal tender in some countries in Latin America, like not Latin America, sorry, South America. El Salvador is Bitcoin is considered as a legal tender. I think it's quite in Singapore where I live, it's a very crypto friendly jurisdiction as well. Many Indian startups, they have their crypto sort of companies incorporated in Singapore. So
And
yeah.
Singapore, for me, is also one of those amazing countries which always is the pioneer in technology.
Yeah,
Whether it's cashless transaction or it's now crypto, it's always been one of those countries which has taken the lead and shown the world the blueprint. Yeah.
absolutely. So, what's next steps? Oh, are you launching any new NFT art pieces? What's the roadmap looks like for you?
Yeah, it's very exciting as I earlier mentioned. Uh, I'm hoping that within the next week to 10 days is when my next NFT piece will be out, most probably in the Foundation platform. Really excited about this as it's a new artist whose work I adore, and it's very different from what I've done earlier. So, and then that keeps going on, right? So I have a lot of these NFTs coming up. I'm very seriously studying the DAO platform and the DAO structure of things, and seeing where I can involve myself in that also. Uh, that's the extent of where I am as of now and what I can speak about with slight confidence.
Okay, great. On that note, I would like to say that our platform obviously is an exchange like WazirX in India. You must know WazirX, right? They are number one exchange, crypto exchange. So our platform also has launched a NFT bidding auction platform. Like we have,
Oh,
yeah, we have a client out of US who are now currently doing their auction lottery on our platform. So if you are interested, we can just talk after this, like how to collaborate and get those artists over to our platform because we are international platform.
I would
So
love that. What currency base do you work on? I mean, do you work on the Ethereum base?
yes, it's ETH. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, that sounds great. I would love to do that. I would